What is up? What is up? What is going on? It is the Birdman in the building with my boy, Mr. Philly Fuego, all the way on the West Coast, representing the Philadelphia Eagles 24/7, 24/7, 365 days. Everybody, that's what we be doing. Go ahead, Philly. Tell them who you are. Tell them how they find you.
What's good? What's going on and what's cracking? It's your boy Philly Foothills, aka Philly Fuego, holding it down for Eagles Nation out here in Philadelphia, California, as we like to call it. Definitely appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining us for another West Coast Wednesday. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check me out on my channel, The Nest Out West. Definitely make sure you do that because we're holding it down for Eagles Nation out here 24/7, 365. And it's always a pleasure to be on with my man Birdman _951. Definitely.
Okay, guys. So big special. Got my shout out video ready. We're gonna roll the tape right now. And for the people that I was not able to fit in, do not take it personal. Do not take this personal, because the Birdman always showing that love. And if you do want a shout out on my channel on the video, just please let me know. Get a hold of me on Twitter or whatever. I did get a hold of a lot of people. So this video that you're about to see is not the final video. So don't take it like I try to diss you or anything, or I missed you. It's just like trying to put it all together and fixing all that. It takes time, guys, but don't worry, we're gonna get to you. So if you do want a shout out, or if I missed you, please remind me on my Twitter or even on the comments. Just let me go. So without further ado, let me roll the tape.
Very nice.
Man, that was straight fire, man. Woo, that was smooth, guys. If you made the cut, man, I like that. That was very dope. So when you guys do see it, man, shout out to everybody that was on there. And The ones I did forget, don't worry, don't worry. There's more to come. I'm gonna fix it. But that was the little bit of time I had. But shout out to everybody that's on there. And if you guys don't know who's in there, you just ask me and I'll tell you how to get a hold of them. We got BLSG. Hello, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Let me know if you got any news. If you're on the Twitter feed, if you see anything, just chime in and let us know what's cracking. So we really haven't talked about it. So how are you feeling as far as the 53-man roster is assembled with the Eagles? How did you feel about it in its totality?
For the most part, I think it was pretty well put together. I really do, and for the pieces that most of the pieces, actually pretty much all of them that didn't make the 53 are now on the practice squad. So yeah, I'm actually really comfortable with this roster right now. The one thing that a little bit stands out to me right now is we don't have a power back on the active 53. So
Yeah.
to me,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Gonna...
We do have a power back. He is known as Mighty Mouse, Boston Scott. He's a mini truck. He's not a big monster truck, but he's a mini truck, and he can carry the load because when he's running crazy, you can't find him, man. And he's doing his little razzle dazzle. So shout out to the Mini Mouse, Mr. Mini Sproles. They're like twin brothers. So I hope that Boston Scott just has a great season, man. If Boston Scott has a great season, that means we're in a winning business. Definitely. And business is going to be good. So, but I do feel you maybe a little bit, muscle bound, a little bit Arnold Schwarzenegger going like, get out of my way. That's my cookie. Put that cookie down, So I do feel you on that, but shout out to the running back room.
Yeah, Arnold's always eating. He has his donkey and his little miniature horse in the kitchen. The names are Whiskey and Delta.
Shout out to Prime Time. What's going on, man? What is up? What is up? And then we got Jordy in the building. And that's one guy I did miss in the shout out. So actually, Prime Time, BLSG, and all three of you guys. I'm make sure I gotta make sure you're on my list. I'm gonna write you guys down right now, so I don't.
You guys are gonna definitely get hit on the next one for sure.
Yeah, make sure go back to the beginning of the video, rewatch it so you can see that was a fire intro.
Yeah, Jordan Howard's on the practice squad, so more than likely,
go ahead and let's go ahead and talk about that. The practice squad game.
The practice squad's basically, it looks like it's full now to me from what I'm seeing. We excuse me. For those of you who are concerned about the wide receivers that we cut, it looks like Travis Fulgham and John Hightower are part of the practice squad now. So they are still part of the Philadelphia Eagles going forward. And we kept Jason Huntley, running back, and also Jordan Howard, running back, on the practice squad as well. So, those are a couple more offensive weapons that we have. It looks like we also retained offensive lineman Sua Peta, LaRaven Clark, Ross Kirschenbacher, and Kewodi Awosika. Those four are all offensive linemen that are going to be on the practice squad. It looks like we also retained Elijah Riley and Graylin Arnold, who are both safeties, to give us a little more safety depth, because we only have 4 safeties on the active 53. And then we also retained Craig James and Michael Jaquette at the corner spots, giving us a little more depth there. Looks like we signed a new player. He's an undrafted free agent out of Florida State, so maybe Papa Sora would have some information about him. Papa Sora, if you're out there, let us know, because I know he's a big Florida guy, but he definitely knows a lot about college football. Marvin Williams, he's a defensive tackle out of Florida State. Like I said, he went undrafted. but we have signed him to the practice squad as well. And then
Jacoby Stevens. Did you say Jacoby Stevens?
Jacoby Stevens is on the practice squad. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yes, he passed through waivers, so he's giving us a little bit of depth at linebacker, and maybe possibly safety as well because he did play safety in college, but he is listed as a linebacker on our roster. And then we have defensive tackle as well. Raquan Williams. He was signed to the practice squad, and that rounds out our 16. And then we do have a 17th guy who is a international exemption. 17th man is our defensive end, Matt Leo. So
Oh
he's
yeah.
he's from Australia, mate. So we can be rocking these mine.
Another shrimp on the barbie, mate.
Yes. We already got Jordan Malota on it, mate, and we loving these Aussies.
Shout out to Coach Dante. How you doing, mate? Coach Dante, I did miss you. If you did want to be on my shout out video, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a hell yeah in the chat. Shout out to Coach Dante, man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Coach Dante, 100%.
I seen Coach Dante pulled up, man. Look at Coach Dante. Shout out to Coach in the building.
That's never gonna get old, dude. I love that. I love that. Whoever did that meme, that's great.
Yeah, they didn't flag me down, so I guess it's small enough video so I can't get in trouble.
Right.
Let me get an FJJ. Hey, I mean, I don't even, man, I don't even know what to say about that. But I think because he can play special teams, I think that's how he earned his roster spot. And because Howie picked him, I think Howie, he got his little pin, and he said, "I'm gonna keep him on the roster spot," So I think Howie had something to do with that.
Yeah, he definitely had some influence on that. And I think he had influence on Andre Dillard as well.
Hell yeah, I want to be on the shot. Okay, BL, I gotta send me your logo on Twitter. That way I can get it going. JC Eagles talking. He's on the move, man. His numbers are growing big, man. Shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna be at $1 grand in no time, and can't wait for that. Everybody's numbers are looking good, man, and I can't wait. If football is just right here, I can't wait to see all the reaction videos. I'm gonna be trying to be doing some crazy things and all that, and hopefully getting some other teams on here. Like I want to try to get like a Niner content creator here. I don't know if Philly knows any.
I absolutely do.
Okay, so yeah,
he's actually been on my channel, and he's been on Lindy's channel. Yeah, Niner J.
Niner J.
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely come on with us.
Yeah, so get the juices flowing. Get the punching bags flowing and all that stuff. Oh, Coach Dante likes it. Let's give it to him one more time.
I love it. I love it. Where did you find that? Is it
Sheila? Mama Field, shut up, bitch.
I love those. Those are my favorite movies, man. Like I'm gonna be putting more stuff, man. I just like all those. I just like just classic movies, like Half Baked, right there with your boy Chris Sims over there. Always. Right. Yeah, Chris Sims is gonna be on. I don't know. He'll send me a text when he's ready to show up, but he'll be here anytime soon.
As soon as you guys hear Birdman's phone go off, you know it's Chris.
Let's see. Okay, so as far as the running back room goes, were you shocked at all? Like how we're keeping it just 3? Were you shocked at that?
I was, but now that I see that we have Jordan Howard and Jason Huntley on the practice squad, I kind of see the method to the madness now.
Okay.
because who else were? I mean, Holyfield wasn't going to make this roster. I mean, I think we all thought we're hoping maybe he was going to make the practice squad, but I don't know. That's another running back that really I thought looked fairly decent in the preseason, but just he continues to not be able to make a 53. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that we only kept 3. I was thinking we were going to keep 4 definitely, but
Yeah,
I mean we do
because
have 4 on the practice squad now. So
yeah, because I was pretty much preaching that it was going to be Gainwell, Sanders, Howard, and Scott. I thought that was pretty much,
right.
I don't think I was pretty off on there. And then you see that Howard is on the practice squad. So maybe we're kind of maybe the Eagles' direction as far as the excuse me, the running back room goes is that we're probably not going to do that. What is it? That running back stable, or I forgot what running by committee. Was that what we used to call it? That running back by committee, which I wasn't really a fan of. So maybe that means that Sanders is going to get more playing time, and and Gainwell, and then you mix in a little bit of Boston Scott. I'll be okay with it. So you would probably want to see 10 to 15, I believe, with Sanders, and then Gainwell maybe around the 10 range.
Yeah.
Or maybe both Boston and Gainwell 10, but depending, So I want to see where that goes. I'm going to keep a sharp eye on that room, and especially the running backs coach to see what he's doing. But me as a fan, I'm so sick and tired of the way we're using our running backs. It was really pathetic, to be honest with you, and it was really frustrating because if your quarterback is having a rough day, sometimes a quarterback is going to go on the field and he's just not going to be smooth. Some of the routes he might overthrow, underthrow, they're just not on the same page. So to combat that, you need to go to your horses, which is the running back room, and you need to count on these guys to ground and pound. And you got to put a little bit of sizzle out there. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just sling the rock mentality, which they kind of kept doing with Carson Wentz, because they're like, I don't know how many times he was throwing it, but it was just way too much. It was just way too much for me. And not only that, he was just having the worst time ever. He was just not comfortable. You could just see it on Carson Wentz. He was just not comfortable, dude. If he wasn't agreeing with Doug's call, or he just wasn't agreeing with the wide receiver. He couldn't even make up his mind who his go-to guy was. And then finally, when he had his read, our receiver dropped it. So it was just like, I hate talking about last year, but I just want to see progression and the coach grab a hold of these guys, and we basically are going back to basics. So let's keep it
basically
even flow.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you. So who do you think is going to be returning kickoffs? At least to start the season. You think it's going to be Gainwell?
And you know what? I'm so happy that you brought that up, because I have a question for you about that. Let me answer this real quick. So imagine Tyree goes to IR and they land Josh Adams back either on the roster or PS in Huntley or Howard's spot.
Okay. Well, if Tyree, so Tyree's on the 53 right now. So if he goes to IR, which he's going to, it's going to be the short.
You're talking about the tight end Tyree, right?
Right, Tyree Jackson. Yeah.
Okay, and then land Josh Adams. Where's Josh Adams right now? On the practice?
They're talking about the running back Josh Adams. I'm not even.
Yeah,
sure.
Jordy. Who are you? Josh Adams? I don't think we have a. Wait, Josh Adams? Or I think he's saying that wrong.
Yeah, maybe he was, but
because Huntley's running back. Tyree, let's see.
Yeah, Tyree's going to go to IR. It's going to open up a roster spot. So
Right.
we're probably going to bring up either Huntley or Howard to the 53 unless we bring up, somebody else like like another receiver or another lineman. But I don't know. It would probably be more than likely another running back, given that we only have 3 right now on the active.
Shout out to Big Play Slay. Make sure you go watch the intro in the beginning, man. I hooked it up, man. And if you notice in your clip when you go in the shout out that lowrider that you're with is Kobe Bryant's lowrider. So I did my homework because I know you like the Lakers, but I did hook it up because much love to Kobe because he is from Philadelphia. He loves his birds, so it all worked out for me.
Rest in peace.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's in the beginning. You missed it, but it's there.
I've never seen that picture of Slay with the mask on. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's a Birdman exclusive. I only have the rights to that, so don't nobody copyright that. That's my exclusive. FA, as far as I know, free agent. Okay, I'm talking Josh Adams, former Notre Dame running back.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that we used to have him on the team. I didn't even know he was
he's going back. He's going back. I see.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's go Lakers. You know I love Kobe. He played for my Lakers, and he is an Eagles fan from Philly. Hell yeah.
He's a bigger Eagles fan than you, Slay. That's for sure. He would never pick us last in the division. That's for sure. No, just kidding, my nephew.
Well, maybe we'll throw a big party. If all goes well for the Eagles, and we'll invite Big Play Slay. He's gonna be the ring of guest of honor. So what I was saying is that I don't know how long it's been. Well,
and hell, before you go on, before I lose this train of thought, what I was going to say, and hell, you never know with when we were talking short yardage and things like that. I mean, we saw Jack Stoll play a little bit of fullback in training camp and things like that. So you never know. He made this roster on the 53, so maybe they're considering him for some short yardage stuff, as a power back. Maybe Jack Stoll is somebody you give it to on like third and short. You never know.
So as far as what you said about our punt return, here's one thing. It's been a very long time since we had a great punt returner. The last one I could recall is Mr. Darren Sproles, right? Is that the last one you recall?
Yeah, besides Jack, yeah.
Okay, Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, I know you guys are watching me because why wouldn't you be watching us? Can you please tell the guys that are recruiting, can you guys go finally get us an official punt return guy that could possibly bring it to the house each and every time or get us some good yak yards? Because it's just been quiet there. Once in a blue moon, something happens, and guess what? I can't wait for once in a blue moon. I need to see something going on every week. There's going to be guys that can take it to the house constantly. Why can't the Philadelphia Eagles find something like that? So where are you? Come on, Howie, I beg you. You're doing, you're getting all these trades and all that, but let's get a punt return guy in there somewhere. Somehow, some way, get a decent punt return guy because Aaron Siposs,
Aaron
Sippis?
Aaron Sippis, yeah.
Dude, okay, first of all, me and Fuego,
as you would say it with the accent, it's Aaron Sippis, mate.
Aaron Sippis, mate. We got to figure out a secret special name for him, but I don't want to say nothing yet. But we need something better. But I believe this guy is going to be something special because I think he has what it takes to make sure that ball is as close as it can to the end zone without actually touching the end zone, and we could pin the opposing team in the backfield. So I think he's going to have a great year. So if we can nail that guy, and he does special things, why can't we have a dope punt returner? And I don't want Devontae Smith returning punts. I'm a little shaky on Rager doing it. I mean, I don't know who else. I don't really know who else we can put back there, man.
Yeah, I think it's I think you're gonna see a good dose of Jalen Rager back there returning punts.
Yeah. I wish it was somebody else though. The Josh Adams Jordy is talking about the running back we had in 2000. Okay, yeah, okay, I gotcha. And look who it is, the man of the year right here.
Our star.
Starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Jalen Hurts.
And you need to do one of those of your own. You doing that with the Jalen Hurts jersey on, because that guy's rocking the number 2 for the Colts in there.
Right,
so
right.
You need to do one with the same beat. You could do one with the Jalen Hurts jersey on.
He was just live a few minutes ago. All right. Yes, sir, Birdman. Tell him. Yep.
Tell him.
All right. Let's see. So back to so running back, wide receiver room. How are you feeling about that?
Wide receiver room?
Yeah.
Well, we kept 5. It was the 5 I thought we were going to keep. So I mean, I wasn't too surprised. Do I love it? No. I mean, I don't. J. Jaw still has a lot to prove to me. Definitely. The top 3 I think we're great with the top 3. After that, it's a pretty good drop off, to Greg Ward and then and then JJ Arcega-Whiteside. But we kept 5.
So I'm gonna call these guys. These guys are the young gunners, which is Smith, Quez, and Rager, and the safety on the trigger is Mr. Greg Ward. And JJ, he might be some grip tape. That's all about. I'll give him some grip tape. That's about it.
Maybe some oil.
Yeah, the oil to the gun, to the Desert Eagle, right?
Yeah,
that was dope. I checked it. It was smooth and it was a good beat in general. Thank you, Slay. Thank you, man. They're gonna a lot of the ladies are gonna be asking who Big Play Slay is. They're gonna be like, "Who is that man?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'll hit you up. I'll tell Slay. Who's the man behind the mask? Okay, and then let's go to the O line, which is Mr. BB, and officially Landon Dickerson is officially able to play.
That's big.
Andre Dillard, Jack Driscoll, Nate Herbig, Jason Kels, formerly known as Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Jordan Malata, Isaac Samalu, and Brett Tooth. My tooth hurting, which you're going to be going to the dentist later. So your tooth is going to be hurting at 2:30.
At 2:30.
So yes, out of the O-line room, who are you just kind of like meh about?
Who am I nah about?
Yeah, like kind of just like whatever,
Probably Andre Dillard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point we would have to pay somebody. We would have to give somebody draft picks on top of him. It's to just take him off our hands. We wouldn't even get anything in return.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's crazy, dude. That isn't it funny how Carson Wentz goes to Indy, and doesn't it seem like they're just having some bad juju all of a sudden? Like it just seems like Carson's like, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, what was that? Now I'm sick," or "Oh, my ankle! I just broke my ankle. I'm out for the season." I'm like, dude, I don't know what Carson is cursed right now, dude. Like everything he touched breaks. I don't know what's going on in Indy, but I'm so glad that we're not dealing with it right now, dude. Like, it makes me like, wow, dude. Can you imagine if we had those issues right now? Just everything just falling apart. I'm just, knock on wood. We're for what's been going on. The scare with Devontae and everything. That's one thing that I was really concerned, and that was really having my doubts with Devontae not playing for a while. And I didn't want to do that whole Jalen Rager thing because him playing last year and then him being injured, it was just terrible, man. And I know he probably tried to maybe rush back and all that because all eyes on him. He's a number one pick, and I think maybe he was trying too hard and it just did not work out. And it didn't help that Carson was just god awful. So it was. I feel bad for Jalen.
And the Colts we made a trade with them yesterday. Did you see that?
Haven't they learned their lesson?
They took Matt Pryor off of our hands. Thank God. No more Matt Pryor. Hell yeah.
I mean, hey, we'll take it.
We got a 6th-round pick out of the deal. I'll take it.
So it's after Andre Dillard. Let's see.
But I mean, so the starting lineup's going to be Mulata. To start off, at least, it's going to be Mulata, Isaac Seumalo, Jason Kels, Brandon Brooks, and then obviously Lane Johnson on the right side. But they they didn't activate Landon Dickerson to the active 53 for him just to sit around and redshirt this year. He's going to be playing sooner than later. And I'm excited to see that left side of him and Mulata. Man, that's going to be a dangerous, angry, young, just wanting to kill some people's side of the offensive line. So that's going to be exciting to see.
You son of a bitch.
That's right, Clay. I did put in that hard work, man. So shout out to you, man. Just like you've been putting the hard work. So I'm glad you liked it, man. And the ladies are going to be calling for you, Slay. So watch out.
Yep.
And then we're going
to have to call him. We're going to have to start calling him Big Play Lady Slayer.
Big Play Lady Slayer. Yeah, I know. I did knock on wood. Let me do it again. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Here, I got you. I got you. There we go.
And then we got Mr. Eagles Uncensored, and you did get your shout out, sir. So if you go back earlier, you could see it in the beginning of the video. I'll probably roll it before we dip out of here. But
you son of a bitch.
That's for you, Uncensored. Let's see.
So yes, I mean we got good depth, on the offensive line.
Okay, so finish with the O line. The other guy I'm meh about is Brett Toth. Like I'm not really. I don't know, man. I really haven't heard too much about him, dude.
He played pretty good this season. He's got versatility. He can play both tackle positions. So, he's good depth.
So I get, okay. So then he has the one up on Dillard because Dillard's a one trick pony. You can't ask him go to the. He can't go to the east side. He can't go to the west side. He crumbles. All right, and let's go to our DEs, which is Mr. Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, Teron. Is it Teron or Teron?
I like to see. I say Teron.
Teron Jackson, Ryan Kerrigan, and Josh Sweat. And you know what, dude? The only one I'm kind of like mad about is Teron Jackson, but man, dude, I heard really good things about Derek Barnett, so I don't know if it's the coaching and he wants to kind of show out this year. Maybe he wants that new contract. Maybe he wants to be the number one. Maybe he wants to take that shine away from Josh Sweat. So I'm with it, man. If he wants to change like the atmosphere in the DE room and he's just bringing it, like I think that's just going to be more, power for us. So what do you say about that? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Josh Sweat's going to be starting. Barnett's going to come off the bench, but yeah, I think I like the mixture of youth and veteran at our defensive line in totality. With defensive end and defensive tackle taken into account, we have a good mixture of young and old and older guys who have good veteran leadership experience.
So, I mean, right there, like, I mean, I don't know how you can't be excited for the DEs right there. It's just like I just feel like the new energy right there. Even though it's Brandon Graham, but yeah, I love me some Brandon Graham. Like that's my boy. That's my boy.
And then you throw into the, because he's versatile. Milton Williams, he can play some defensive end as well. He did in training camp. He did in preseason. So he's going to be getting lots of reps on the defensive line. He's not just going to be a defensive tackle for us. He's going to get reps at defensive end too. Watch, Milton Williams is going to have a pretty big rookie year. I think he is. I think I actually have a bet with Philly Mike. Shout out to the Philly Talk podcast that Milton Williams is going to have more sacks than Derek Barnett. But there's a stipulation to that. Derek Barnett, if he's traded away from the Eagles, then the trade is, the bet is null and void. But
right. Shout out to Mr. Jock Tot.
You son of a bitch.
Another West Coast brother that he's always in the comments, and man, if I could give you like a Vince Lombardi or something, I would do it because you're just like always in the comments, man. Let's see. Say what's up. Hey, Foothills, how are you, man?
Hands seen better days, man. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow to get it relooked at. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm good.
He's hanging.
Yeah.
So speaking of the DTs, Fletch Cox, Javon Hargrave, Marlon. Man, I don't know. Do you want to say his last name? Do you know how to say his last name?
Who's that? Oh, Marlon Tuliaututupu.
Say that 5 times fast.
Tuliaututupu.
Yeah, I'll take it. I need to come up with some a little bit more gangster. Marlon.
Oh, Big T. What's up, Big T?
Or Mr. T. There it is, Mr. T.
Mr. T, Big T.
Marlon. And Milton Williams. So, dude, those are some studs right there, bro. And so, what are you expecting for Fletcher Cox this year? What do you want him to kind of like silence the crowd? Because I've been hearing a lot of rhetoric where it's kind of like he's old and abused, and let's get rid of him. Get some sort of picks and stuff like that. Do you think there's any chance that Fletch can just, shut everybody up? Or do you think he's just going to kind of just like not give it all, just kind of middle of the pack? What's your feeling on
it? With Cox, I think he's going to have a pretty good year. I do, because I think he's going to have a good amount of talent around him on the defensive line. We have good depth now too, so I think he's gonna have a pretty good year. I think he's going to surprise some of his doubters, because he's going to draw some double teams here and there, but they definitely can't double team him every time. So I just want to see him be consistent in the inside, not let the running game get going on the inside of the line. Be part of a lockdown defensive tackle unit on the inside when it comes to the run defense, and on passing downs, just try to get pressure when you can. We don't need necessarily. It doesn't have to happen every single time, but I just want to see real consistent play out of him, and I want to see him, stay healthy and be on the field for the full 17 this year.
Yes, sir. BL, you are a moderator, and make sure you take care of the wrench. With great power comes great responsibility, and also JC, you got yours too. JC, hey, I have an APB out on Tone to Shields ever since J. Josh scored that touchdown, and he's been missing. Laugh out loud. And JC is really, really hyped with J. Jaw. And the thing is, like, I don't know if this team is gonna respect J Jaw enough where they're gonna, throw him the rock. I think it's more Fugazi to me, but I could be wrong. Maybe this is J Jaw's breakout year, and we found the missing piece. It was the coach or something like that. But I really think that I'm not gonna expect much from J Jaw at all because I think they're just not gonna put him in the position to do it. What do you think?
I think he's going to be more of a special teams contributor this year.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to have a lot of passes thrown his way. At least not at first. I mean, he might get in on some plays, but if he is running routes out there on the field on offense, he's going to be he's probably going to be the last option for Jalen out there on the field. But we'll see. He when it comes to if we need a big body receiver who can get some, the only way he's pretty good at getting separation in the air. He can jump at the 50-50 balls, right? He's not good at getting J-Jaw is not good at all at getting separation running routes, not like Devontae Smith. So if we get close to the end zone, we need to throw a ball up in the air. He might be the guy that we choose to do so, especially because he's our big body receiver at the moment.
Well, I've never really known the Philadelphia Eagles to be like, oh, we're going to be throwing 50-50 balls in the red zone. I don't really recall us doing that.
True,
and if we have Devontae, we have the young gunners out there. I mean, are we really going to be using the 50-50? I don't think so, man. I think it's going to be a rare thing. I think it might be like maybe a desperate play in the on a fourth down. I don't know, man. I just don't see it though. But it's not, I know it's just like I just don't feel that the organization believes enough that they're just going to be tossing the rock to J Jaw like that. I don't think so. Birdman, yeah, you got your BL, you got it already. Let's see.
Happy early birthday to BLSG. Said tomorrow's my birthday as well, and I'll be 15.
What the heck? My comment thing's not working. New comment.
Who else's birthday is tomorrow, BL?
Oh, dang. My thing is messing up here. Sorry about that.
Birdman 213. Who's that?
Mister. Oh, that's another Eagle, West Coast Eagle brother. He's been known as the Birdman right there where he works at. So he's like a brother right there, man. But he lives right there in Bakersfield. He's he's a truck driver too.
Shout out to him.
Let's see. Cox will play better because Hargrave is healthier. Yeah, that could be a very.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's got more talent, more depth around him.
And shout out to Kincaid, man. If you go back earlier to the beginning of the video, I threw you in my shout out vid, man. Mr. Kincaid, what is up to you, my guy? Let me know if we can get an interview before we start playing football here. I'd love to get you on the show. So let me know, man. Text me or you can get a hold of me. You know how. BLSG. Yes, sir. I will rep the ranch with pride. That's what I'm talking about.
Where with pride?
Oh, yeah. And then this is for Kincaid right here.
You son of a bitch.
I love that video. Yes, sir. My wifey saying hello, everyone. Hey, yeah, Mr. Birdman 213 representing. What's up, Vato Locos Forever, right there in Bakersfield. Where are you gonna be watching the football games at, man? We need to link up and get together. Let us know where your posse's at. Watching the games over there in Bakersfield. And Bakersfield, believe it or not, they got some Eagle fans out there.
Yeah.
Greatest moment in Philly Foothills history, just as a reminder. What is that? Some kind of link.
Who knows? What are you up to, SG?
BL's up to something. Jock Talk saying, hey, Mrs. Birdman, how are you? It would be nice to see J. John red zone packages.
See.
Jordy, really, Jordy? It would be nice, but I don't know if Philly. I don't know if Nick Sirianni has that kind of faith in him. To tell you the truth, I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong, guys. This might be the new J Jaw. I don't know. Maybe the umbrella is disappeared. Maybe it's not Umbrella Man no more. Maybe he's let's see. What would you switch your umbrella for to something that's a little bit more positive?
A shield.
Maybe a headband. Maybe no more umbrella. Shock tie, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe a bandana.
Yeah, so something cooler, right? Be like this rain doesn't affect me. I don't even care if it's acid rain.
Right.
Tomorrow is my birthday as well, and I'll be 15. Oh man.
I had a feeling it was that. It's the collab. The link that BLSG put up is my Howie Roseman impression of when we collab together.
We have a bunch of kids on the team and like 2 or 3 vets.
We got more than 2 or 3 vets. We got a bunch of vets on the offensive line. We got vets on defense.
Well, that's why we're the young guns, the young gunners.
We got vets where we need it.
50-50 balls, Goddard, Ertz, Stoll. Yeah, that's more of where I would go through. I would go to those guys right there. They have more of the experience. I believe Goddard's size he's bigger than J-Jaw, right?
Height wise, not sure.
Yo, Birdman, just went back and watched the video. Hell of a job on the video, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Mrs. Birdman, good. Thank you. Oh, man. Foothills, it's your Howie Roseman impression when you big play Slay and I collab together. All right. Raincoat, LOL. Yeah, a raincoat would be a little bit more gangster than an umbrella, right?
Eagle green raincoat? Hell yeah.
Thank you all. I'm good. Busy working on some Eagles merch for all you to see. Yep. BLSG. I never collabed with you, LOL.
Done.
Oh, this one? Yeah, Slay, shut up. I'm playing. Of course, Goddard is bigger than J-Jaw. Well, you guys have a great day and keep it up. Wagyu.
Keep it wagyu.
Keep it Wagyu.
Wagyu.
What is that Wagyu? Who's that talking about? You just made it up?
You don't know what the wagyu is?
Well, I thought you guys are making fun of somebody.
No, we're not making fun of anybody. It's a type of I think it's Japanese. It's the way they raise their cows. It's a type of beef, Wagyu, and they massage the cows. They massage the meat, and I think it helps tenderize it. But yeah, it's a real thing, Wagyu, 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 and it's become our thing because it's just funny as shit.
Well, I don't know when's the last time you had a Wagyu.
Hey, everybody needs a good Wagyu every now and then.
Wagyu. No, Wagyu is my thing. No, it's not. We're taking ownership. We're the new Wagyu owners. We're taking it, man. It's no longer yours.
Oh man.
Oh man. You're not gonna believe who it is, man. You know who it is? Oh God.
No.
Oh, Chris. I seen it, man. I know.
What did you see, Birdman? What is it?
I saw you.
Tell me.
I saw you on Twitter, man. I saw you, and
You
I know
bearded beer drinking buddy.
I saw you tweet about your boy Cam Newton, which you picked number 20 as the best quarterback in the NFL. So I think you were just drinking a little bit too much of that Patriots Kool-Aid. So what do you have to say for yourself now, buddy?
No, Cam Newton's still number 20. He really is. Bill Belichick's he's smoking way more weed than I am these days. You know, he's got to deal with those cataracts and the arthritis and, you know, just getting old as shit. I mean, Bill Belichick is. Oh, sorry there. I got a little choked up. Here, somebody take this joint from me. But yeah, he's smoking way more than I am these days because Cam Newton's still number 20. He's way better than some of these quarterbacks that are on these rosters right now. I'll tell you that.
So, you know, my boy.
He's Superman. Cam Newton, Superman. Da, 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 da.
You know, my boy Jalen Hurts got named the starter for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're Mr. 20. He can't even find a job.
Did you say Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, he's running shop in Philadelphia, starting. Where's your 20 quarterback? Where is he going? Look at him.
You said Jalen Hurts.
Come on, man.
I can't do it. I'm way too high right now. I can't do this shit. I'm out of here.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to get you on the rebound, you little punk. Jeez, that guy.
Wow.
Irritating little punk, dude.
He needs to put it out, man. He's way gone.
50-50 balls in end zone. Goddard 6'5". Ooh, look at the stats right there. Goddard 6'5", Ertz 6'5", Stoll 6'4", Tyree 6'7", J-Josh 6'2". Yeah. So I'm not throwing really my 50-50 ball to J-Jaw in the end zone. It's not going to happen. JC, where are you at, JC? Wife's busting up over there. Oh, and here he is. The man of the hour, Mr. Lou Bird. And here he is, gentlemen. Here he is, busting out his move. That's what Louis be doing on the weekends, drinking and cooking and gambling.
Is that Louis in that video? They look like, is that Louis?
He is a lady killer, you know. He's got the move. He's got the moves.
Yeah, he does.
Let's see. Woo-hoo. So much fun in the show. So linebackers, Jannard Avery, Sean Bradley, TJ Edwards, Patrick Johnson, Alex Singleton, Davion Taylor, and Eric Wilson. How happy are you with the linebacker room?
I was a little concerned that Jacoby didn't make the 53, but I understand because of the hamstring issue he had during the summer and preseason and all that. But I'm glad that he got picked up on the practice squad. Other than that, I'm good with the linebacker room. We kept 7. We'll see if it stays that way on the active 53. But for right now, we do have 7, and I'm excited for guys like Sean Bradley, who worked hard this summer to make this team. For guys like Patrick Johnson, I mean, shout out to him, 7th round pick, man. I'm sure there's not a whole lot of guys out there that are 7th round picks in the NFL right now that could say they're on an active 53 man roster. So shout out to him. He worked his ass off, and I think we got some good guys on here. I'm excited to see the addition of Eric Wilson, obviously, to this linebacker core this year, and then Jannard Avery, going back to the natural stand-up position at linebacker, and looks like he's going to start at the Sam position. So let's go. I mean, I think we got a good unit there.
Yeah, that was Lou. That was Lou Wentz. 101. Landon Dickerson needs to get number 69 and get rid of number 51. It don't look right. He's currently number 51.
Yeah, he is.
51. That's a really odd number.
Right? That's like a linebacker number or like a defensive line number. It's
No, I just can't remember a 51 standing out like that number.
well, Matt Pryor had 69, so now 69 is available. So maybe Dickerson will swoop over and
Switch it out.
switch to the 69.
Could be. Hey man, get off J-Jaw. Eagles players are late bloomers. Graham and Barnett late bloomers, so J-Jaw will be good this year. You could say that, but I don't think they're going to give him the rock, man. I just don't see it with the talent that we have already. That he's going to be like the last option. I don't see him, maybe a couple blocks and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Like I don't. I mean, what kind of numbers are you talking about, JC? I don't even think this guy's going to get 400 yards. I don't even think. I don't think he's going to get 5. Maybe 2 touchdowns for the year. I don't know.
It's all going to really depend on the injuries. If we can stay fairly injury free, you're probably right. But if we have to start digging into our depth at receiver, then his numbers might surprise you. Because I'm not, I think I definitely think he's got some athletic ability. He really does. That I don't care who he was playing against. When two guys try to tackle you on the sideline like that, and you're able to keep your balance with your momentum, kind of heading out of bounds, you're able to keep your balance and stay in. That takes a fair amount of athletic ability. So, until he's no longer an Eagle, I'm going to support him. He's not my favorite Eagle. Do I think he's going to be, anywhere near a great wide receiver for us in the future? Probably not. But he is on our team, so it is what it is.
Yeah, just like I don't with the guys we have. I just don't see him giving him the time of day. It's going to be really hard. But
no, I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, because if it comes down to a guy like Greg Ward getting a ball thrown his way over J-Jaw, yeah, I think Ward's going to get more of the balls thrown his way, definitely.
Yeah, and let's say the opportunity does rise and they can throw him in a more starting role. If one of the guys go down, like you said, he has to bring it. And if he misses that opportunity once again, then he is what he's always is, and that's where he's going to stay at. But that's not good enough for me. I can't get too excited about a guy that's. I mean, what are we saying? He's a fourth, fifth guy. He's the fourth, fifth guy on the team. What can I really say about him? No, there's not much.
Right. He's our 5th wide receiver. He's a special teams guy.
Right. I trust Greg Ward over him any day. I take Greg Ward any day over him.
To me, it's funny that people are losing their shit about, Travis Fulgham getting cut, about John Hightower getting cut, about Jordan Howard getting cut. I mean, even I was worried about Jacoby Stevens as well, but we got all these guys back, so as much crap as we talk about Howie, we do have to give him his respect, because at the end of the day, I think he does know what he's doing for the most part. He's got a good idea of when players are going to get picked up and when they're not. He's continuing to. It's scary though, because we know from history's past, we know how he's bound to fuck up sooner or later. So excuse my language, but we as Eagles fans, we're just waiting for that to happen, but hopefully it doesn't, because he's had a really good offseason combined with the draft, with free agency and everything. Now with the 53-man, everything's put together. It looks pretty good on paper. It looks pretty damn good.
Louis said, how would that look? How would that jersey look? Dickerson, number 69. Yeah, pretty much, man.
That's Big Dickerson, number 69.
Giants are retiring Michael Strahan jersey when Eagles play November 28th. Yeah, I wonder if Strahan will be willing to use his gap for the field goal that game.
Heyo! Shots fired. And they fell through the gap.
And that was funny because he's kind of cool with that though, because he was saying comparing him to like SpongeBob, who had the better gap, SpongeBob or Strahan. J-Jock could have Nelson Aguilar third year and bust out. I don't think so. Nelson was pretty much our best running. I think Nelson was our pretty much best wide receiver, right? When we had Nelson, who was better than Nelson?
I mean, Alshon.
If he was on the damn field,
right?
I mean, pretty much Nelson was by himself, dude, and then he kept dropping. So, I mean, Nelson had one really good year, and that was it. So I don't know, but still, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's a fair comparison because I don't think they're going to give him the rock like people think. I just don't see it.
Right. So then, with the corners, we kept 5 on the active. How did you feel about the corners?
Oh yeah. So we'll go over that real quick. So Vontae, Zach McPherson, Steven Nelson, Josiah Scott, and Darius Slay. My problem with Avonte Maddox is that I don't get enough from him. I get like the bare minimum what he can do. I don't even know if he could step it up even more than what we've seen. Right, I think that's a real tall task to ask for Avonte Maddox.
Agreed.
Maybe this coaching staff, Gannon can wire him up a little bit different, but I just see Avonte Maddox just does the bare minimum, and that's just being a body out there. But I was really hyped about him, when I first seen him and all that. He looked like he had all this potential, but he just kind of fell off the pirate ship or whatever. He's just kind of been MIA to me.
Well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say you're right, because Maddox, we've already seen what he can do on the outside, and that hasn't looked very good because he's undersized and he's not fast enough to keep up with guys on the outside. So he's going to be primarily a slot guy. And, outside of the top 2, we really don't have a whole lot of depth when it comes to outside corners. So, yeah. I mean, like you said, knock on wood earlier, absolutely, because if we have an injury with one of those outside corners, possibly a guy like Zach McPherson is going to have to step up and play on the outside, and that, well, I don't know. We'll see. That might be a scary thing. But
and Josiah Scott, what do you feel about him?
I like what I saw to him in the slot in camp and in preseason. But I'm hoping that they're not just gonna stick Maddox in the slot full time. As a nickel corner and let him die a death of 1,000 razors out there. I really hope that they're gonna lean on their depth when it comes to the slot corner spot and have kind of a rotation of him, Zach McPherson, and Josiah Scott in the slot, covering that slot receiver, because I think all 3 of them can do a pretty good job as a unit. And, like I said earlier, we got Craig James and Michael Jaquette back on the practice squad. So we have a little bit of depth there at corner as well.
Yeah, that cornerback room, if God forbid anything happens, it's going to be very scary, dude. Very, I mean, you remember when we played against the Cardinals, and we're asking like the security guards if they knew how to play corner and stuff like that. So things could get very ugly real quick, and keep your eye out for that cornerback room. These guys got to stay healthy. That's why when the draft comes up, we got to get some corners in here. We need a number 1 corner, man. I think getting a number 1 corner will kind of help the Eagle fans breathe a little bit better, and that's why like this is all important that this all plays together, because if the Jalen Hurts experiment fails, I am not looking to lose all these draft picks just to like put them together so we can get a number one quarterback. And I really don't hear anything great about quarterbacks coming out of the draft. So we're kind of in like we're in a very, this is going to be very interesting to see what happens when, come December and me and you are talking and it's the Cowboys Eagles game and, we're talking about what has happened. Hopefully that game is for, to get in the playoffs, which I think it might be. That'd be pretty awesome. But like I said, like me personally, I don't want to use our draft picks just to get, put them together to get a quarterback. I would hate that. I would just love to just go get these players, the more young gunners, doing that kind of thing. That'd be sick. Shout out to Sonic. Check out the video. I'm gonna roll. We're gonna end it up right here. So if you want to stay tuned, you can see your shout out. I made you a little cool logo, man, and let me know what you think about it. Torrey Smith, Jock talks talking about Torrey Smith. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was good 1 year. Was third year.
He's talking about Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, we kept four safeties. Like I said earlier, we kept Rodney McLeod, Kayvon Wallace, Anthony Harris, and then what's his first?
Marcus Epps, Anthony Harris. Yeah. So that that's, I'm not so crazy about that room either. Kayvon Wallace had an injury. Is he still injured?
I'm not sure on that. I'll have to double check that.
Okay, so that's kind of like iffy right there. So we're not too deep on the safeties.
Yeah.
So that cornerback and safety, we got to keep our eye on that, guys. Really, like we gotta. Oh man, like we can't have any blue tents popping up and they're popping up in there because it's gonna be a rough season if that starts happening.
Definitely. We do have a couple of safeties on the practice squad. We have Elijah Riley and Graylin Arnold.
Next year draft Derek Stingley in draft LSU. Is that a QB? Derek Stingley?
No, he's a corner. I believe he's a
corner. Okay.
Yeah.
Derek Stingley. Yeah, I'm gonna check out his highlight. Hey, we got Gardner to back up. He is solid. Yeah, we do.
No, definitely. And I think we were just as much interested in Garner as we wanted to keep him away from, say, Dallas, say the football team, say any other NFC, that's going to be any other NFC team that's going to be competitive this year that could be in the market for a backup quarterback. So yeah, Minshew was a good sign, especially for what he's costing us. I mean, $850K this year off the books. I mean, that's nothing.
And then not just that, our the swag meter in that quarterback room is just, I think we just broke that meter. Whatever it was at a 10, it just shot out to like, it's just broken now. That's swag meter.
Yeah.
But any closing statements, man, so before we get out of here?
Hey, just all you definitely Eagles fans out there, be patient. This is only the initial 53, and obviously there's going to be some moves and stuff like that. We'll definitely keep you guys abreast of the information that's coming out as it does come out. But yeah, I mean, this has been fun today. Another West Coast Wednesday with my man Birdman _951. So it's always a pleasure with you, my guy. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for everybody that chimed in the chat with your comments and all the information you guys brought was definitely very much appreciated. And like I always say, we love and appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the food and water of the channel. Without you guys, it does not continue to survive. So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep my dreams alive. Thank you guys so much. And come check me out on my channel, The Nest Out West, with your boy here, Philly Foothills, a.k.a. Philly Fuego, always holding it down for Eagles Nation. So until next time, guys, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing me on your screen. And most importantly, like I always say, keep it Fuego.
And that's gonna end West Coast Wednesday. Shout out to Yee, wasn't able to make it, but we will see him next time. And I'm gonna end it with my video, my shout out video. Shout out to all the Eagles content creators. Keep grinding, keep hustling. The more you guys keep grinding, the more we want to keep grinding. So much love and peace. And it's always fly, Eagles, fly.